My seeds sprouted overnight. I'm really shocked that they sprouted overnight. It's cloudy out there. It's not even warm. I don't even find it warm. Everybody says it's warm, but I don't. I find it really cold. Mind you, my balcony is facing away from the sun, and so yeah, it's has a tendency to get colder. But I did put my beans back outside, so I'm going to show you that. I'm going to dip outside. It's cold out there. But I'm going to show you what I do with my beans. I soak them overnight, and then I got those little pods, and I put not I didn't use the little pods. I used the bigger pots that I had, and I put three in. I put the seeds down 1 inch, and what I found out is that you're supposed to put your seeds like a navel. You're supposed to put it sideways, not straight up and down. And I put mine straight up and down because I found out that information after the fact. After I actually put the seeds in the soil, I found that you're supposed to put them sideways. Now, I don't know why, but I'm going to research it. But let's go outside and I'll show you exactly what I did with them. Now, it's cold out there, and I don't think I should have planted them. Um, and I did put them outside, and the reason for that is because I don't want bugs in the house, right? Right? So they're in that big plastic container, but the container has like a crack in the side. And so I don't want any little critters crawling out and into my couch or anything. So I have it sitting on my patio, and it's kind of protected from the wind, but the soil is still cold, so I'll have to show you that. But I mean, this is like this is like fascinating to see how strong those tiny little seeds are, that they have that will to live so much that they can actually push up through the ground in a matter of hours. Wow. Okay, let's go see. I am totally, totally shocked. My greenhouse is working like amazing. So the ones that I had in the coffee pot or in the coffee container with the lid, I watered them and I put them in there, and they sprouted. And they literally sprouted overnight. I'm like shocked. I mean, that's some serious sprouting. And that happened overnight. Like, I couldn't I'm a little shocked, and there's another little one poking up there, but there's two there. And these were the radishes. Okay, so that's quite a few radishes sprouting. And I never thought that my green peppers or my other seeds would literally sprout and bring up little shoots. So in this container, I had green peppers. The whole thing was full of green peppers because I love green peppers and red peppers. So I put it in there, I watered it, I put it in, I put the lid on, and this morning, which is like overnight, uh, my my green peppers have sprouted, and to be honest with you, they look pretty healthy. They look pretty healthy, and that soil is what I had from last year. I kept it on the balcony. The brown stuff in there is tea bags, and I put that on this morning. So, like I'm like in shock. Nothing else has come up in there except for that, but I'm sure it will. I'm sure it will. And this is all my peppers. So, um, I've taken the lid off, and I'm going to leave it on the stove. I'm going to leave it on the stove to get the light from the overhead light. And yeah, I'm like really surprised because apparently, and even the beans um, seem to be pushing up a little bit. And I have them in larger containers. And I put them outside this morning, but I think I'm going to bring them in because they are. They're not supposed to get cold. They like the warm. So we'll see what happens. And I did plant bush beans and pole beans. So I got the green pole beans and germinating. And I also have the yellow bush beans, which are like, I love them. So I'm going to try to get a larger bowl or pot to transplant them into. So, but I mean, apparently seeds will germinate overnight because they think that uh, they almost have their own schedule, right? And so overnight they have a tendency to germinate quicker at night. which is, I mean, perhaps, but it was just a seed. I put it in some soil. I put it in a coffee container. I put the lid on, and I went to bed. And when I woke up, there was a sprout. like seriously, like I'm a little shocked. That didn't happen to me last year, so I don't know. That divine intervention was got me thinking. So I have the beans in here, and I planted 3 beans in each. Now the soil is cold. I did put some coffee grounds on the top and some tea grounds. I mix it together and I keep it in the house, and then I use it as like a compost, like a feed. But so I have 6 of them. So that's three times six, 18. So that's 18 plants of green beans in there, and it's in a tiny little container with the lid. So I'm hoping that that will keep them warm enough, because I don't want to bring this in the house because it is ripped. So, but I do have these larger, I have these larger pots to plant them into, because you need a long pot for the pole beans. So this is the one that I got from the flower store. They were throwing them out. So I got 3 of them, and all I have to do is poke some holes in the bottom, and that's what I'm going to use to grow my pole beans. My portable greenhouse.